everyone. It's your girl, Jae.
And I'm Kendra, and you're listening to Mood Swings, the podcast. Anyways, what is up, family? Welcome back to Mood Swings, the podcast where we talk about life, relationships, and all the mess in between.
What is up, girl? What have you been up to since last week in our very uh in-depth conversation about timelines?
Quantum, yes, right. Very much in depth. You know what I've been doing? I've been doing a lot of thinking because you put some deep shit in my head and in the head of our listeners. So I've been thinking about all that stuff. And of course, as soon as I log into any social media, that's what's all been over my timeline is all of your quantum immortality.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, you already know my algorithm is all jacked up, and I'm trying to change it. So, but if my algorithm's messed up, yours gonna be too, because I'll send it right to you. And I don't care if you open it or not. I already spoken into existence. You're gonna get it on your feed.
Nope. And I do not open anything that comes from you because you will mess up and up. Listen, you guys, if it gives me any type of insight as to what could be going on in her brain, then I think I need to call somebody. We need to get some protection, someone to check on you.
Maybe. Or if they do check on me, they're getting it sent to them as well.
Oh my
We're all
gosh.
gonna be on
Everyone leave
this.
her alone.
So, hey, I thought about it from last week, and you were talking about I always drink canned drinks. So I did get up and actually make myself a drink today. I decided, kept it simple again. I don't know. It's just, I should be switching it up, but a lemon drop was on my chart again today.
You got a lemon drop again? Good for
I
you.
did. I do. I know. I probably end up getting myself diabetes because I'm always sugar rimming this shit, but it's
Mm,
really good. It's really
mm.
good.
Nothing like a sugar rim. I hear
Like
that.
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna rim shop. Diggy diggy.
Okay. Well, I am drinking an old school, an oldie but goodie, a tequila sunrise.
Nice.
Yes. So it's
Oh,
orange juice,
that is an oldie.
grenadine. Yes, yes. And
Oh.
a little bit of cranberry juice, but it's delicious. It's pretty, and it's in a beautiful frosty highball. I'm just, living my best life right now.
Oh. Okay, yeah, mine's in a red solo cup. But you know what? It
Ah,
it goes down the same. It does.
does it though? Does it?
Not really, but I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
Well, okay,
It
so now
was
we got your drinks going. What is your mood today? What is the mood that's going with that lemon drop?
uh, a little sweet, a little sassy.
Mm.
Drinking it would be all fat and sassy. You know?
Wow. A
Yeah.
little bit of
Well,
rapper
I'm
in there
trying not to be
too.
fat because my birthday's coming up, so I'm trying not to be fat. But
Aren't we all? Aren't we
yeah,
all? I think we all have the same plight in life. Try not to be fat.
exactly. But yet here I am. So I'll be sitting here all fat and sassy, drinking my drink and having a good time. Listen to what we got to talk. What's in store for us today? So, what's your mood like today, Kay?
My mood is in a playful, but yet really like playful, but why won't you let me type of mood because of the show that we have going for today.
Yeah. So I know we try and surprise each other on our topics, so I try not to
Yeah.
look at the planner to see what it was today, but I got to make sure to put my drink down. So you got to keep it organized. Okay, well, so your mood was what?
My mood is playfulness, but there's also a little bit of disappointment here. So I guess a playful disappointment, if you will. And let me tell you
Playful
why.
disappoint. I know. I'm like playful disappointment. Kind of like an
Yes.
oxymoron, but I'm digging it. I want to see where we're going with this. Go ahead.
So apparently there's a new trend where adult children now are letting their parents have access to their dating apps. Like full access.
Mm.
Swiping, reading messages, basically all in the name of love. It's to help them find love.
So okay, okay, that's cool. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm still in that. Get out of my room, mom. What are you doing? It's my room. That.
I
So
think
I don't think they want us. Get out of my love life. Get out of my chest drawer. Bzz. I don't want to hear
oh,
that shit.
oh, I'm okay.
I mean, I mean, if you have a chest drawer that buzzes. Please pray
Yeah.
everybody does.
Oh god. Oh my god. Yes, well, thank God this is adult children that we are talking about, so, maybe, but yeah, I'm just going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Parents on dating apps for their children. It's like Munchausen by proxy.
Oh my god.
Right? But for the
Munchausen by
dating.
Swipe C.
By swipe C. Okay. Please see yourself out, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, TMZ even did a whole story about it. And on the one on the TMZ, there was actually where a woman let her mom run her dating app, right? Let her mom, like carte blanche. The mom got to do everything. And guess what? Guess what? The mom found her a man and they got married. And guess what? Now they have a whole baby and they're happy and it's a whole fairy tale.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that parents were actually on apps looking and trying to find a mate for their child. However, I have seen, and I'm following a story about this one woman who was just um, at the gym, and an older woman approached her and asked her if she was single. She said she was the right exact type for her son, and she just really would like her to call her. And then she ended up making this part of her vlog of like meeting him, and he was really nice, and it just didn't work out because he ended up being a decade younger than her.
Mm.
So, she started to now say, "Okay, well, he is such a nice guy. Let me help him and his mom get him someone." So now she's helping him get someone a little younger for him, even though he was a very nice guy. But I haven't quite seen her say, "Give me your god dang grinder," you know? I
Well,
can't.
here's the thing though, Jay. Like back when we were dating 1,000 years ago, there was no dating apps back then. There were no apps back then, period, because we're that old. But also, think about it. If your mama had access to your dating apps back in the day, like, how would
My
that even go?
well, first off, I think culturally, um, seeing my mom is, from the Philippines, and she absolutely has 0 tech. Um, I think my experience would be quite hilarious, frustrating, and I probably would not end up with any man. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, because my mom would
Facts.
end up calling him a some of a fucker bitch, because she likes to conjugate her cuss words. Exactly.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I think that the idea that you and I have about letting our moms swipe on an app, if we had one for us, is that probably exactly how our adult daughters would feel. And before we even get into it, I'm gonna tell a story about what happened with my adult daughter. But I want you guys to know that I did run this past her and she's given me full access to talk about this. In fact, she is here today.
I was just gonna say, wish she was here. Oh my god, is she gonna speak?
Yes. So, Alex, why don't you come on over and tell them how you feel about this topic, why
Come
it
on
scares you, or why you
down.
think it is genius?
Um, Hello everyone. I'm the daughter, the adult daughter.
What's your name?
Hello,
My name is
Allie.
Alex. The world knows me as Alex. Okay. How I personally feel about the the going on my app, it's just not happening. I hate to be the bearer of bad news to other parents, but I just don't feel personally that we that's just too invasive. And
Well, for even for me, and I'm your best friend in the whole wide world, and you love me dearly, you still wouldn't trust me on your apps?
no, I don't believe we should be sharing that. I believe we could share everything else. That's fine, but that needs to still be sacred.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Touche. Well said. Okay. So here's the deal. The dating apps are exhausting, right? And everybody is tired. There's ghosting, there's catfishing, there's taking 3 weeks just to find out that he still lives with his ex or his mama or whatever. And I feel like people are burned out, which I feel like that for my own daughter. I feel like you're a little burnt out. Would you agree?
Um, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
say burnt
yeah. She's burnt
out.
out.
Okay.
And so, yes. And instead of like quitting the dating altogether, some folks are like, you know what? Who's gonna tell me the truth better than my mama? Wouldn't you agree, Alexandria?
I agree, but not to do my dating app.
And that didn't ask all that. So no one is gonna tell them better than your mother. So I feel like so you should hand the phone over, let your parents swipe, let them review the profiles, and sometimes even message on their behalf. What do you think of that?
Absolutely not. On any good day,
Uh,
would I be happy?
might as well just go on the date. Shit. Might as well go ahead and test out the merchandise.
You might as well stay and hang.
Well,
Well,
Jay, let's not be ridiculous. I can't do everything for her, you know what I mean? But I think I probably could pick out a good mate. In fact, I have recommended people that I felt were suitable mates for many of years now because my daughter is grown. She's about to be 30 years old. So I've been recommending people for quite some time now, and she's never taken me up on any of my recommendations. And I feel like had she had she taken me up on just one, she would probably be married with a house full of children by now.
yeah, I know. Totally. Get it. I get it.
So now I want to be clear about this because this is not the majority of people that are going out and using their kids' apps to try to find them someone. It's still a small trend, but it is a trend. And it's enough mainstream that people like TMZ and even the Wall
Mhm.
Street Journal are writing about this. So something is definitely happening. Yeah?
Yeah, I can see that being big in the Mormon and the Amish communities. Yeah, I see
What?
that. Mhm.
What?
Mhm.
No.
Do
Alex
you
is laughing
and then
like,
and
yeah.
then you not only get a partner, but you get fresh churned butter. Boom.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah. Well, we're not Amish here. In fact, and I want to make it clear too, this is something that I think is very on brand for like Gen X parents, like us. We're Gen X parents. So I think something like this is very on brand for us. I feel like boomers wouldn't get it, but I feel like we get it.
Mhm. You know I vaguely remember on MTV, we've when they stopped playing music videos and everything was just a TV show where I think it was called Date My Mom. So guys who wanted
Yes,
to date the
yes.
girl, right, had to date the mom so that the mom can kinda get a feel of how he was, right? Yeah, and she gets to look at his room. She went to his house when I don't know if she met his parents or not, but, and then she just kinda went out with him. And then she came out with, I think there were like 3 guys that she would had to date or something like that. So I get the concept, but I do feel that with technology now,
Hmm.
it's kind of a slippery slope because of the amount of catfishing that's already happened. And now with this new AI and new all these things, I think in the wrong hand or I'm sorry, let's bring up the movie Wrong Number,
What's that?
right?
Wrong number?
The wrong number with wasn't her wasn't her name Kendra, the mom,
Oh, the documentary. Oh my God. Yes. The mom's name was Kendra,
right?
the crazy one that was bullying her own daughter.
Exactly, exactly. So I kinda put that in lines like Munchausen by proxy, little bit of that uh Gypsy Rose going on here, a little bit of hey, I need to test the goods before my kid tests them. Because if you flipped it around, and what if it was the dad?
What? The dads are doing it too. And this trend that you'll see, dads are also
Oh,
on the dating apps trying to find a partner for their either son or daughter.
Absolutely not.
that's
Absolutely not.
what I'm saying. What? Oh my gosh.
You wouldn't want your
That
dad
is
to do it?
crazy. Huh?
Absolutely not. The thing is,
Oh my
my dad
god.
would be worse. And there's nothing against my dad. I love him. He's a great man. He's taught me a lot of things. But the thing is, when I date men and they have traits of my dad, I get rid of them immediately.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
like,
Oh.
your dad
oh,
does
buddy.
that. Gotta go.
Oh, why?
I don't know. But there are also certain things that I won't talk to men because my dad will do certain things they don't do. Like when they ask me to drive, not doing that. My dad doesn't make my mom drive. He doesn't make me drive. So it's like, why would I be doing that? Or
Amen.
taking out the trash. Like, I don't do that.
Right.
That's
Amen.
a dad's job.
That's a dad's job. Yes, exactly. And good. Excellent. But with that same trust, oh, I wouldn't date that they don't have these things about that my dad does. That is why, even more reason why you should let your dad look at some of your apps because your dad will be able to spot him out and be like, he don't, he's going to make you drive. He's going to make
Yeah.
you take out the garbage. He's going to make you mow the lawn.
Listen, for my girls in astrology, all I need to say is my dad is a Sagittarius. So I'm just gonna leave that at that. Nothing else more
What
needs to
the
be
hell does
said.
that mean?
AKA Sagittarius. Okay? So
Wow.
you do with that what you will.
Okay.
Put that in the put that in the comments, guys, if you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Sagittarius men.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen, don't get to talking to our listeners about our comments and shit. Like, you're getting a little too comfortable here, hon. A little too comfortable.
W's in the chat, like they say. W's in the chat.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, old. I don't know. Auntie old.
I don't know,
Okay.
6'7",
Anyways,
six
if
seven,
right,
six
if
seven.
Auntie is old,
So
then what are
there.
we?
Oh God. Oh God. No, somebody was saying something and it was getting
God.
clowned up. She said, all I did was say, hey, we're getting a little crazy with the fillers. There's other options that we can do to help chisel your faces and stuff. And everybody came for her going, your hair is fake. What you doing? Something, something, something. And she was like, God, dang. She goes, I didn't say anybody was ugly. I didn't say nothing. I wouldn't say that. She goes, but y'all just coming so goddamn hard at me. I said, so I was like, girl, I said, especially don't tell men about wearing hokas. And I asked you on it.
Oh my gosh.
Now they're gonna come at you from that one.
Oh my gosh. So, on a side note, I made a mark on social media about men in hokas, specifically black men in hokas, and they are tearing my ass apart. I have 601 responses
On what is this?
from black men on Instagram, from black men that are pissed at me that said, this is what I said in the comment. I said, when I see a black man in hokas, that tells me everything I need to know. I didn't say what it tells me. I just said it tells me everything I need to know. These sensitive ass, crybaby ass men who wear hokas, coincidentally,
What was the age
don't like it.
demographic?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, the age demographic was 55 and up,
It
and
has to
that's who
be.
got upset.
It has
And
to
if
be.
you get mad at me for saying that, you can come at me too about the hookah. So.
If you can't get no J's, just say that. Anyways, I digress. All right, so let's go back. You're definitely my daughter. Okay. We're both canceled together. Okay,
Um,
so
uh, hey, Alex, I'll make sure to let your uncle know.
hokas and a polka dot shirt. Nothing better than that. So before I go any further into this whole thing about the dating apps on the kids, I want to say this about the whole Gen X going for Gen Z, right? Because for us, for Gen X parents, we're the sandwich generation. You know that, right? We were raised
Yeah.
feral. Nobody helped us date. Nobody explained red flags to us, but we figured it out the hard way, right? Our parents would be like, you don't need to ask for help. You figure it out on your own, right?
Absolutely. Mhm.
And they'd be
Mhm.
like, if and you don't wait around for some man. If he wanted to do it, he would do it. And there's silence, then that's your answer, right? That was how we grew up on it. And now we have to sit here and watch our grown kids swipe on men with no bios, blurry pictures, or some sort of group photo from 2009. And it just, I'm like, there has to be a better way in this. We have to watch our children swipe this way. So now, and I figure there has to be a better way. And not because we want control, or me personally, I want control, but because we've seen a few things, right? Like we went through dating well before apps and we didn't have anyone to guide us. We didn't have a run coordinator, right? So Gen X parents aren't, right? I don't feel like we're being nosy. I feel like we're being preventative. And Jay, you and I worked for a very preventative company for many, many years. So preventative is in our nature. I just want to
Preventative
peek in
is
there
our
a little bit. Yeah. I just want to peek in a little bit and see what they're working with, see what she's working with. And because I feel like we've survived dating without apps, I know how to look for safety hazards. That's basically my spiel about that.
Yeah, well, that was a really valid argument, Kendra.
Yeah.
However, in the realm of reality versus, "Oh, Papa Toonie, we got a loony," right? My question would be, if said person or mother would be on the app, would you be would you be a ghost? So
What do
they
you mean?
don't know it's you, right? You said
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
yeah, of
like a
course.
ghost writer.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm ghost riding the whip.
and I know you said you can, respond as them, things like that. Do you just have their access so that you at your home, you have access to it as well as your daughter?
So you tell me this, Alex. What would you be comfortable with? This is how I see it in my mind. I see that you would give me your password and your username. I would log on at night while I'm in bed not doing anything and I just scroll through all the profiles, all the stuff, and then I could send you a list of the ones that I think would be the best for you? What would you think?
None of the above.
Okay, so what would you be comfortable with?
None of
Nothing.
that. None of that. Really,
None
there's
of
no
the
convincing for
above.
me.
So, okay, so here's the thing too. So, when I ran this whole trend by Alex, when I first heard about it a week or so ago, I was like, let me look at your profile. I ran it by my husband too, Alex's dad. And he was like, that's crazy. I said, would you want to do this? Would you want to look and see? And he was like, no. But he's very he's not as I don't want to say nosy because I don't call this being nosy.
It is.
Okay. So he
Mhm,
said, so I
mhm.
said, let me just see. She legit showed me two profiles. That's it, two. And she straight up said, don't scroll, don't swipe, just observe. Observe. It's like you're at a museum, mom. You can look, but do not touch. Because she knows me.
Exactly.
She knows that if I get full access, I'm not just swiping, I'm investigating. I am zooming in on background furniture. I'm checking how his shoes are looking. I'm Googling names. I'm asking follow up questions. And I'm just going to be like, why his curtains mismatch?
And that's what we don't need.
That's right.
Why he got that badass dog over there look like he's not properly trained? Why he's standing too close to his friend in every picture? And so
Oh,
and she
mm,
was like, "Mom,
that's
I don't need you ruining my peace." So, and honestly, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough, right? But
right. Yeah.
but I do feel like parent help could be helpful with boundaries on it, of course, right? And if Alex would trust me with something like that and she would put boundaries on it, of course I would respect her boundaries. Now I'm just being funny and saying, "Oh yeah, I would do this and this." Which don't get me wrong. I'd have to fight the urge because I'd want to do all that stuff. But no, I would definitely
Hmm.
have some boundaries and I would stay with them, right? I
Hmm.
would just I'd help.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the ones you've been seeing on TikTok and stuff, how well, I'm just gonna use the term loosely. How evasive are they in these in this in this project that they're working on? So are they doing the same thing? Are they posing as the person?
Well, the one lady who was the mom that found the guy for her daughter and they got married, she was actually
Mm.
going into the profiles and talking to them as if she was the daughter. Not a whole conversation, but the first couple of, hey, would you be interested in going to coffee? Something like that. The mom was actually putting together the dates and then telling the daughter, hey, you have a date with, Justin next week to go get coffee, like that. And then from there, the daughter took over it. But that's how they were. The one I saw on TMZ, the dad was just kind of scrolling and just kind of narrowed it down to a couple of them for his daughter and gave her those. And at this point, I think these
Mhm.
kids were probably just like tired. Like, I've been in the game for, 10 years now. I'm tired of it. Do what you got to do. I don't give a shit. But Alexandria is not about to give me that type of access.
What
Sorry, go ahead.
if the person that and again, I since I'm not on these apps, I don't know if you swipe left for no, right for yes, right? Because would that make sense? Is that what
A
you do?
left swipe is
Do you
bad.
you swipe up or
Alex,
down or what do you do? Do you
a
double tap?
left
What?
swipe is bad. Yeah, we're getting rid of that person. Or a right swipe. A right
Okay.
swipe, we're getting rid of that person. A left swipe, you're keeping that person.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, well, so what if you right swiped on her actual love?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mm. That's unfortunate. But I'll live to see another day because I just can't take the chance.
What's the worst thing that can happen if I go into your dating apps and find someone with you? How do you know? You've never went out with anyone I've ever picked. I would pick someone that I think would
No,
be
you know
compatible with
how
you.
parents always pick the person that they think their child should be with because they're picking the wrong people? That's what you're gonna do.
I would pick someone that I would think would be compatible with you based on how I know you very, very well, how I know everything about you because I've raised you for almost 30 years.
No, I agree because I mean, it's so popular in other countries where they do that type of thing, where they do the
Hmm.
arrangements, so I think bringing it into the US, yeah, that makes sense.
And I don't even feel like it's nearly as serious. It's just, I narrow one down and I say, here,
I was
these are
just
the five
kidding,
that I
Kendra.
think. Oh, no, no. I know that. But I'm just saying, like, if I narrow it down, I'm like, here are the five that I think would be really cute for you or good compatibility. All you can say is, nah, I'm good and keep it moving. You don't have to, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna go in there and be like, "Yeah, my daughter's gonna date you. Be ready. She'll pick you up tomorrow too." You know what I mean? I'm not doing all that.
right.
I
Okay. Well, if you're just being the love secretary and setting up the appointments, like if that was it, I guess I'm okay.
helping pick between profiles, okay, cool. Helping write a bio for her, maybe, but full supervised access?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Because at that point, I guess you're not dating. I'm co-parenting her love life, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
So I'm thinking also on the other person's side. I'm just looking at the perspective of the love interest, the potential love interest. Uh, do you feel that the relationship would be starting off kind of on false terms because it really wasn't the person, like basically like a catfish situation?
Well, I think so if you are the person that's setting up the dates and stuff, if I'm just reading their
Hmm.
bios, because some of these that I've seen on there, they'll say in their bio, they'll be like, whatever you want to know, just ask. And I'm like,
Mm.
no, you need to tell me.
They're
You're on a
lazy.
fucking dating app. Like, say something
Yeah.
about you so then I can make a decision and see if I want to move on or not. Or, like the pictures
Hmm.
are super blurry and you can't tell. So I feel like I'm just narrowing it down to the ones where I've read the bio. I feel like they like the same interests. I feel like there could be some compatibility there. So then I'm saying, hey, these are the top 4 or 5. Look at them and tell me what you think. Or you don't even have to tell me what you think. You look at them and you call them and tell them what you think. That's not catfishing because she's going there to go there. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Serial killers are known to be very charming and very intellectual, and aren't those the type of things that
Precisely
people's dads will give
Precisely
people?
why you need
Huh?
your mom to filter out the serial killers. Precisely why, honey. Precisely why.
No, I'm thinking that maybe we would accidentally pick the serial killer. He's
Oh,
so
hell no, I'm not picking a
nice.
serial killer.
He's he speaks so well.
I feel like I have a
No.
very good judge of character. I'm not picking out any serial killers. And as suspicious as I am of everybody and my trust issues, I'll be like, he moving way too funny. Nope. Click. Next. Now, the 2 folks that she
Alex will
did let me
never
look
get a
at,
date.
no, she'll get a date. The 2 folks that she let me look at, one was a chiropractor. Can I say that? One was a chiropractor. And he was
Mhm.
maybe I'm giving too many details. Maybe I should shut up. Maybe this is why she won't let me do it. But I liked him a lot. I was like, "Okay, I like him. He seems worthy of some attention."
And now she asks about him every day.
I sure do. Where's my chiropractor
You
son-in-law?
don't even know his name.
If there's any chiropractors out there, hey, welcome to the family. And the second one was a gentleman who was damn near my age. I even said, I was like, "Did I go to school with him? What is this nigga's name? He is too old." So,
Those are your 2
And
interests right now?
those are the
Those are
only
your
2
2
I got to
interests right
see.
now?
not as of right now, no. A whole new roster because yeah, everybody had to go.
But see, had I picked them, she wouldn't even have a new roster. We'd be planning a spring wedding by now.
No, I think we would be just hanging out, doing what I'm doing right now.
Or we'd be picking out calligraphy for her wedding invitations.
No, as Natalie says, I'm doing what I want.
Or we could
Oh my
be
gosh.
working on baby shower invites. I'm just saying. So, anyways,
Oh my
this is what
gosh.
it all comes down
Oh
to.
gosh. Alex, I think you're about to get arranged. Just blink twice if you're scared. Can't see
I
him. You gotta
have
verbally
no
tell me
idea.
you're blinking.
Listen, she's about to be 30. Literally in like 3 weeks, this woman is turning 30
Fine.
years old. You know what that means for me? That I have a
Yes, what
30
does
year
that
old
mean for you?
daughter. I have a 30-year-old daughter that
I made it through my teens and my
Girl,
20s, so
eh,
God bless.
God bless.
do you see this
Uh-huh.
right here? All of the Gen Zers are gonna come at you just like the 75-year-old hokum men wear in shoes because you about to get toe up for that comment that she's 30 and has no babies yet.
No, I didn't
You
say
about to
that.
get
I never
toe
said
up.
I just said she's 30. I was getting a look like I was about to get told off. So I just said she's 30 and I left it at that.
Does she have any cats?
Nope, but she has a dog, a badass dog that doesn't listen.
Uh-uh. So Okay.
So at the end of the day, dating is hard, right? Everybody is tired. Everybody is trying. So if somebody's mama helps them find love and it works, then cute, right? But me, I guess I'll be stuck to my 2 profile limit. And it's probably for the best because I know myself. And for the sake of everybody involved, that's enough. That is enough.
It
Oh,
truly is
that is
enough.
enough. I wish. You know what though? I might have to take some notes because I got my own 22-year-old over here. Never mind. Now totally disagree, guys. I agree with you, Alex. No, no parents on the dating app.
Right. No, no, we're good on that.
I was hoping that Mia would join us, but I get it. I understand. So I guess the question to you is, and to all the viewers, would you let your parents have free reign on your apps? What about you, Jay? Would you? If you had apps?
Yeah, I could definitely. I absolutely would love to have my mom on the app, and you know what? And I would absolutely go on every single date that she would put me on because I would love to see what her
Are you
mind
kidding?
is at when she's doing that. Huh?
Are you kidding?
If my
You
mom,
really would?
if I was single,
Yeah.
knowing if everyone knew who my mom was, I would absolutely love to see what kind of mindset my mom would set me up with. Oh, wait a minute. I already know because during my senior year, what she was trying to set me up with.
Oh, yeah. And set up your prom date. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Then, not
That's
after
fun.
prom, after everything, after life. But no, I was talking about after life. Not after that. No, we're all alive. Well, I'm just talking like after high school when we were growing up. She was still trying to
Oh,
set
oh,
me
got
up.
it. Uh huh. Yeah.
Always trying to put me into everything. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was
I
trying to get
remember.
that. I was saying after the life, whatever. That's what I meant. Not after
Got it.
life, but after life. Anyways, that was crazy. You actually saw this on TMZ.
TMZ. Uh huh. I watched it on TMZ, and the Wall Street Journal has a big article about it. It's a whole new thing.
Wow. But okay, well then they had a lot of pros on it. Was there any cons? That's the only thing I wanted to know about.
I didn't see any cons. I guess the con is just trying to get your kids to come around to the idea. I think it's goes both ways. There's kids that have to come around to it, but there's also adults too. But for me, because
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
I live I'm a risk taker anyway. I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? You pick out some guys I don't like them, I just keep going. You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah.
my daughter is very much her father's child, so that's just how it goes, and I respect it. It's fine. Alexandra, do we have your permission to give your update when you find the love of your life?
Of course.
Okay, great.
You plug my social media, I guess. It's all real alleyway, 2 L's, ALLY, like an alleyway.
Okay, and if you check out her socials, be sure to say Kendra from Mood Swings sent you.
Oh, don't say that because that'll get you blocked.
And
Oh
Chuck
my god.
Woolery will be back in 2 and 2.
Well, thanks so much for indulging me today. Love you, Jay. Cheers. Clink, clink, clink.